Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exposing the dirty secrets behind the 1964 Brazilian coup, a military overthrow that ended democracy in Brazil and led to a brutal dictatorship lasting over 2 decades. This coup was backed by the United States as part of Cold War efforts to suppress leftist governments in Latin America. It resulted in mass arrests, torture, censorship, and suppression of opposition voices. But was this really about protecting Brazil, or was it a calculated move to maintain foreign control over the country? Let's dive into the covert operations, political betrayals, and long-term consequences of this coup. What led to the coup? In the early 1960s, Brazilian President JoãoGoulart pursued policies that included land reforms, increased workers' rights, and economic independence from the U.S. These reforms angered the elite, including military leaders, business owners, and foreign corporations. At the same time, the U.S. feared Brazil was moving towards communism and saw Goulart as a threat. Washington, under President Lyndon B. Johnson, actively supported efforts to remove him. The coup, a military takeover. U.S. support and covert operations. The CIA secretly worked with Brazilian military leaders to undermine Goulart's government. April 1, 1964. The overthrow of Goulart. Brazilian military forces moved in, forcing Goulart to flee to Uruguay. The U.S. immediately recognized the new dictatorship, calling it a victory for democracy. Repression and political violence. The military government ruled with an iron fist, using torture, censorship, and forced disappearances to eliminate dissent. Thousands of activists, journalists, and students were imprisoned or killed. Why it's considered dirty? Foreign interference. The U.S. orchestrated regime change to maintain its influence in Latin America. Suppression of democracy. A democratically elected leader was replaced by a brutal dictatorship. Human rights violations. The regime used torture, censorship, and repression to silence opposition. Impact and consequences. 21 years of military rule. The dictatorship lasted until 1985, leaving behind a legacy of corruption and human rights abuses. Economic dependence on the U.S. The coup ensured that Brazil remained aligned with American interests. If you found this deep dive interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more investigations into hidden history and political conspiracies. Let us know in the comments what other topics you'd like us to explore. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.